What's up, guys? Chising Laney here with episode 128 of The Journey, and in today's episode we are in the second round of the World Cup with the Ivory Coast, and our opponents are Colombia. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you after this intro. So as I said in the intro, we are playing Colombia in the second round of the World Cup today. It's Fofana in goal, Singo, Diomande, Schiller and Panzo. It's Sangare, Traore and Diomande, Diao, Adingra and Ponge. And we're going to get that submitted, and I'm a little bit nervous for today's game. I feel like even though Colombia are ranked lower than us in the world rankings, that we are probably going to be closer matched than you'd get from that. It says we're 10th and they're 27th or so. But I do feel like that's a bit weighted in some ways, because I feel like, they're probably the fourth or fifth best South American team historically, and that's probably still as good as the best African team, you would have to think. So, yeah, it's tough. It's going to be a challenge today. We shouldn't be under any illusions. It's going to be easy. I've made what, if we don't win this, will be a controversial decision again to leave Kanate out for Ponge, but he hasn't been performing for me, so it's on him, really. He needs to, when I finally use him again, come back into the team, come back in firing, and actually score some goals, because he's been utterly useless in front of goal for us for the last few games. So a lot of weight on his shoulders, a lot of weight on Ponge's shoulders as the man replacing him. And I am expecting this to be a cagey opener. I'm not expecting it to be a big highlight-filled game, if I'm honest. I feel like they are going to match us almost punch for punch here. And we'll do our best, but all I can do is keep encouraging the boys and try and keep Abakar Silla from getting sent off, because he's looking aggressive as always. Hopefully we'll get a highlight soon. You can see the time ticking away. Have finally got one. Diomande taking a corner into the box, headed away by Lukumi, and Traore's picked that ball back up. We should get it back in the mixer. It's with Sangare to Diomande, goes through to Panzo. Panzo with a cross to Ahmad. That came off a defender, I think, but we'll take it. Ahmad Diao with the opener, and, well, I'll take that all day. That's 1-0. We are off to the races. We are looking good for our first knockout game in the World Cup, as get the replay here. Panzo with a ball across, and Ahmad did take it off the foot of the defender. I think Velasco wouldn't have got there anyway. I think Ahmad was heading for the other corner, but we'll take it. I'm not going to complain. However it goes in, it goes in. We'll praise the boys. Hopefully they'll get a second just to make me feel a little bit more secure in this game, I'll be honest, because I feel like 1-0 is recoverable for Colombia, 2 slightly less, and they've got to throw in now Perez to Jurgen, and Jurgen for Luis Diaz, and he's going to have a shot, I'd imagine. No, he plays it off for Cucho, who puts it away, and Colombia, as I said, back on terms. I felt like that was coming the whole time after we scored. I said like it was hours. It felt like we hadn't put them to the sword yet, and they're a good side. They're such a good side, and we do have to just kind of, I guess, be aware, regroup. I could have gone defensive, but it's not my style, is just to sit on a 1-0 if I don't have to. So we're going to try and get back into this the old-fashioned way with hard graft. Schiller to Sangare to Diomande. Diomande releases Singo, and Singo now with a chance to run forward. Can he find a cross somewhere? He's got paint into a corner a little bit. Finds Traore. Ahmad now on the ball. He cuts it back to Sangare. Sangare with the ball to Panzo. Panzo with a chance to run at the defence. Now Panzo with a shot, and frankly, I hope that's the last time we see Panzo shooting, because that was not a terribly good attempt on goal. Probably should have passed it to almost anyone. We'll encourage the boys again. I am very aware Diomande at the back and Adingra and Ponge are not playing well. I'd like that to improve rapidly, because frankly we are not a team that should be resting on its laurels, if we're completely honest. Half-time rapidly approaching for us, and that is going to be half-time into the dressing room. I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up, but with a caveat of Ponge, Adingra definitely, and Diomande, they all need to get their act together. You've not been good enough so far. Figure it out. and we'll send them out for the second half. Hopefully a goal will come in short order. I don't want to find myself at the end of this game, having lost, questioning whether there was an obvious decision I could have made to get us back into this one as well. That's the trouble, as Sanchez now gets a throw-in for Colombia. Ferrero back to Sanchez. Cross goes over. Singo with a diving header, but Jurgen with a shot from range. That was special. That was a special goal from the Colombian midfielder. And, well, we're on the back foot now, which is not what we wanted. We're going to try and fire the boys up, but there may be changes coming because I am not necessarily going to sit back and take this if I don't have to, and I don't have to. So there will be some changes, I thought. In fact, we'll make the changes now while I'm thinking about them. Dingra is coming off for Datro. That is a faux shot. In fact, I want to send Guirgon on. That might be an idea because he's dangerous from free kicks. Ponge, we're going to take off for... Does a Konate like big matches? Is he a big match guy or is he a not big match guy? He is an enjoys big matches guy. Okay, we're going to send in Kareem Konate. He's going to have to actually make himself enjoy this big match. We will send on Barde as well for now. I'm in 2 minds whether or not we take off Schiller or not, but not just yet, because as much as he's on a booking, and that's always a dangerous place to be in, just extra bodies might be helpful here, as Lukumi is able to get the ball for Colombia, and Luis Diaz gives it away to Diamande. Sangare now to Barde. Barde to Singo with the ball over the top. He's looking for something, but I don't know who. Pino to Castaño, to Cucho, to Ferrero, sorry. It's with Luis Diaz now, and we've got to get across and defend this. Singo's got a foot in there. Good. Barde, let's get this forward. Traore, forward again to Diamande. Diamande releases Guirgon, and Guirgon with a chance to make a difference here. The first time we're seeing him on the pitch. He's going to have a run down the far side. Can he get it into the box? Across for Diamande. Diamande, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, shot over the bar. Thought that was going to be a goal, but unfortunately we haven't made it happen for us, and we've got to make something happen soon, that's for sure. I can't do a fire up shout yet, which is worrying. We've got a free kick though, and it's going to be Ahmad to take it. Can he create anything here? And it's Diamande again with a shot that's parried by the goalkeeper, who was stepping up for this one. It is going to be Diamande to take it. Can he find a teammate? Can he find a header? Can he find a goal into the box? And Velasco claims that one nicely. And, well, we are seeking inspiration. I don't know. I just don't have it yet. In fact, I think I do have it. I think this is going to be a controversial set of changes. We're going to take Schiller off. We are going to send in Sagadu, and we're going to take off Singo because he's just not been very good at all. And I'm going to send in Vanyaman because he looks motivated. I was thinking of sending in Farry because he's a better crosser than Vanyaman. But if Vanyaman's looking motivated, he wants to show up and play, we'll allow that. We'll let that go. We're going to fire the boys up. Hope Vanyaman's being fired up leads to something special happening. If it does, we're in good stead. If it doesn't, I'm going to make a change to the tactic. But touch and go. We've got a free kick, edge of the box. And who is taking this one? It's going to be Ahmad. Can he score this one? Ironically, I put on Guirgon for his free kicks. It's Ahmad who's decided to take them. And they're making changes now, Colombia. And this might be a chance for us to switch things up a little bit tactically in this second round match. Sangare is certainly not going to play there. I don't know who. Let's get rid of that. That's I'm still getting used to this this new skin, so we'll get there when we get there. Let's put Traore in there because apparently he's our best bet. People are looking anxious, which I don't like. Is there a better way of doing that? Is someone better at that? I don't have a sub. While you were telling me to make a sub, there is Sangare as an option. Traore is an option. I don't like this decision-making thing. Right, let's do that. That's a bit more solid across the field. And Diamande has actually looked a bit dangerous when he's got into their box. Velasco's going to take a goal kick here, and we have got to get this ball back early and attack them. He's taking his sweet time, but there we go. Pino now on the ball. and we've got to get this back quickly. Solis, tackled by Konate. Diamande is there already, into the box, with a chance to cut it in, and Mohamed Diamande gets us back on terms. Karim Konate picks up an assist, and we are somehow miraculously back in this game. And I don't know how that's happened. I really don't know how that's happened, but I'll take it. And I haven't actually even made the tactical change yet, but we are gonna, well, as in the game engine won't have made the tactical change yet. We are gonna confirm if it lets us. It's not gonna let us. That's fine. We don't need to confirm it just yet. We've got Velasco with a free kick though to Lukumi, and Lukumi's going to run at us, and no one was trying to defend that. That's good. Luis Diaz finds the ball through to Geraldo, and Geraldo through to Solis. Solis with a chance to shoot, and Fofana's let that one in. That's got to be offside. That has got to be called back for offside, I would think. And Yahir Fofana has been terrible in this game. I'm going to give him a yelling at just because he's been so bad. I need him to wake up. If we get to extra time, I think the sub I make might controversially be a new goalkeeper, purely because Fofana's been taken to pieces at the back. He's just not looked very good today at all. And I just feel like someone else needs to go in there. I feel like it's just not Fofana's day. I don't even entirely know which goalkeeper I'm going to send in, but I'm going to send one of them in. We'll do a quick compare of them. Actually, I think that's going to be my plan. As we get to extra time, we've got a chance to go back to the dressing room, have a chat to the boys. Don't let us step away from you now. Well, you've been the better team. That's fair. Let's go into the tactics quickly, and let's just do a comparison of our two goalkeepers. For sweeper keeper on support is what we're going to compare here. I mean, looking at that, I'm probably going to go with Sumaharu, but let's have a look at the sweeper keeper defend, just so we know what's actually up here. And it's very close. It's very close, but I think Sumaharu is going to take it. Just looking at things like reflexes, though, and one-on-ones, and there's not enough between them to make it worth an argument. We're going to send Sumaharu on for Fofana. That's going to be the plan. And we're going to hope that Stanley Sumaharu is there to give our defence a little bit more of a support system. Anyone need to be yelled at? Not right now. So we're just going to start extra time. Good stuff. Okay, we're underway for extra time. We've gone to the 4-2-3-1 formation we use with Blackburn. We've given ourselves that little bit more of attacking mentality, that little bit more of attacking options up front. We've got Diamande as well to be kind of that attacking pivot that we like to see. I just want this to come off. I just want this to come off if it can. I don't know how many subs they've used. Diamande's got a corner, though, into the box. Can we get a head in it? Zagadou is there off the crossbar. Barde can't get a foot to it to get it in. Headed across the box again. Panzer will pick this one up. Can he get a crossover? Plays it for Traore with a shot from range. Velasco puts it out for a corner, and we get another opportunity. We get another chance to make a difference here. Diamande again with a corner into the box looking for Barde. It's a terrible corner. Guigon has picked that up. Diamande to Zagadou. Zagadou goes across, gives the ball away, and we are outnumbered heavily here. Asprilla with a chance to run a Solis now. We've got the defenders back, but can one of them just stop Solis's run? That's what I'm looking for. That was a terrible touch. We've been let off by not a moment of brilliant defending, but a moment of absolutely atrocious just technique. We'll take it, but you don't want to see it at this stage of the World Cup, do you? You want to see better. And we're coming to half-time extra. We've got a corner. Traore is going to take it into the box. We get ahead. We have Loic Barde has scored. And somehow we are ahead going into half-time in extra time. We'll take that all day. Loic Barde off the bench with a great header at the near post. Puts it away past Velasco. And we are back in business. The boys have come to play. And now we just have to see out this second half of extra time. We're going to praise the boys as they get out there. And hopefully this resurgence, this lifeline, this second win continues. I would love to see Karim Konate get a goal to finish this one off. He's had an assist already, but I'd like to get a goal just to prove to me that he can still do it. I would love that if he could get on the score sheet in this second half, but I also love it if we never saw another highlight. We just get ourselves through to the end of the game and we can just call this one a day. It's looking good. Only a couple of minutes of extra time to go. A minute added on. We're not getting any more highlights. We're not getting anything. There's a final whistle about to go. There we go. And the Ivory Coast have made it through to the next round of the World Cup. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. I hope we don't get Brazil or Argentina or any of the major nations in the next round, purely because Colombia have tested us there. They've tested us. I don't know if we would necessarily survive a much bigger side. We'll try, of course. We've got no choice. But I don't know if we'd survive it. We've got the hosts, Turkey, in the round of 16, and that's very interesting. They're 25th in the world. Their top player is this guy, Urkan Koçu, who plays for Al Ittihad and has had a career for himself. Can't really tell a lot from that, but he's not, to be fair, if we have a look at his career history, he's 29 years old. He has had 12 seasons in the game. He's only played 300 games. So that bodes well. We will hope we can make the best of that. And before we even get ourselves ahead enough for that point, we'll wrap up the episode there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back very, very soon. As I said, I'm trying to get us caught up on what we've missed while I've been having computer shenanigans. But thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave your comments down below. And until next time, do stay safe and have a good one.